Greetings and salutations, welcome back to our Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd playing as Ryazan. Where we last left our nation, we had done a no-CB war on Novgorod so that we could take Odoyev and earn some favors with Lithuania. And we're going to cash in those favors as soon as we see some opportunity in relation to the Great Horde. So I want to get down there as quickly as possible, which give us an opportunity to then hopefully attack Crimea as quickly as possible. Okay, so again, we're drilling our army since we're at peace. You can see our spearmen practicing. Drops their morale down to like 10% or something. But now you can see that we are getting just a little bit of army professionalism each month. Force limit is 11, so if we want a full 1 per year, we better have 11 troops out there. Okay, how far is this along? 75. Yeah, that's going to be an issue. How quickly are we going to shed any of this? 3 years. So the disaster will definitely strike unless we can get this influence up a little bit higher. '84. Keep checking it. I mean, I might just have to pull this. Just going up 1 per month. You know, while their influence is that high, I am going to get manpower from them. It's cheapen our development cost. Oh, did we lose our general already? That is unfortunate. Yes, we're going to recruit a new one, and that gives us right away 1 army professionalism. And that gives us additional siege ability. Let's get him training. You need to have a general if you're going to be training. Okay, there's a Rurkovich in our family, so we lose 2 war exhaustion like that. Go ahead and get some more spy power here. Sure. Keeping a really close eye. I can't imagine that we'll be able to do anything about this. We're just going to have to pull this province from our boyars. Yank that from them. If we were to give them this instead, it'd only get them up to 76.6% influence. They only expect 10% land. This would give them 11. So we'll give them that province instead. I mean, the joy of this one was that the autonomy was relatively high. So we weren't really giving up anything, but... But what can you do? We can always yank this and give them that one later. Okay, we can get 15 prestige or essentially 13 ducats. We can't afford that philosopher, so he's kind of irrelevant. Let's get the prestige. That'll help us out with trade power, with morale, with legitimacy, getting rid of progressive expansion. And makes embracing our institution cheaper. We're trying to move towards this large city bonus. And Orthodox Zealots going into Crimea. Interesting. Probably won't stay there. I don't like the fact that Crimea is allied to Ottomans and to Kazan. We'll have to attack Kazan, use as a way of eating some of Crimea. Gain some Patriarch authority. I'll make it a little bit easier. Try converting this province. Okay, are you at peace? You're at peace. You're at peace. I have 18 favors with you, so I could call on Lithuania against a war with the Great Horde. But their allies would almost certainly still protect them. We'll give them influence. Don't really want to upset them yet. I definitely want to hit military attack 4. So that would give us an advantage over the Great Horde. Sadly, they have allies here that can actually move through to protect them. So I think I really do need to offer Muscovy land. Unless some war breaks out. And they just embraced feudalism. It's interesting. Wonder if they use their military points for that. Okay, still 26 development. It's building up here. Still not at our 30. We are bringing down that Boyar influence. Could potentially develop this one more and hand it off to our merchant guilds, our burghers, in order to get more cash out of them. There might be something to be said for that. See if we have any new possible rivals. Lithuania. What? How is that even reasonable? I guess because they're so far under their force limit. Okay, we don't need this guy doing that right now. You in a war? No. Interesting. What is that war? Okay, so the Ottomans are attacking Albania. And Albania is clearly allied, guaranteed by Venice. But in the trade league with Genoa. And then allied to Bosnia. Should try to pick up another ally around here. That actually is pretty bad for Ottomans. It's a tough fight. Lots of little guys that could throw in large armies. Ugh. Well, we have cash, so we'll spend the cash. Now let's see how many troops they have. Great Horde. Sorry, they added a new screen there that tells you professionalism information. Okay, Great Horde has 12,000 troops. No guy has 10,000. We can assume Uzbek's got about the same, so 32k. So with them being only 16k, I don't think we could do this yet. Unless Muscovy joined. Let's see how it would turn out were we to attack. Lithuania's got debt. Muscovy's got debt. Yeah. See if we can pick up any new allies or even royal marriages. Okay, now we don't have to worry about them so much, so let's yank this. Give that back to the boyars. That way we directly own the low autonomy province, and our state owns the high autonomy province. And when you do that, you lose a little bit of loyalty from the estates, but it wasn't high enough to give us any bonuses anyway. Okay, so I think we'll develop one more time. Ideally using Diplo points. Could we afford an Inquisitor? We cannot. Don't have an option of one that we could afford. Let's get another unit. And next month, we'll get this up to 30. And then we could just let it naturally tick up. So right now, it would take 8 years. If we try speeding it up, that will definitely... Okay, so now it says 6 years. And then if we try speeding it up here, definitely happen a lot more quickly. Okay, so 5 years. It's longer than I'd like to wait, but... I mean, we're nowhere near our caps, so it doesn't quite matter what our tech cost penalty is. Okay, Ottomans are in a war with Mamluks as well. Mamluks just straight up attack them over this Dolkadirian province. Okay, so that's really bad news for Ottomans, which is really great news for us in relation to Crimea. And if they weren't allied to Kazan, I would really consider no sea being them to try getting that stuff. But we need Saratov anyway. And I don't know if we'd be able to vassalize them. Okay, we'll let Tver get a larger spy network in our country. It's not a problem. We no longer get development bonus. We're no longer worrying about that. So why don't we just get the ducats? I'll just save those up for when we can embrace. Which it tells us should be about 53 ducats. Don't like seeing those pretender rebels, because if there was a strong, relatively strong Byzantium, they could potentially get dragged into these wars as well. The Ottomans are fighting on top of that province, which is mountains. That's not good for the Ottomans. And it looks like they were driven off of the province. This means that they did not capture their war goal, though a lot of the people have peaced out. Genoa isn't in the war any longer. Okay, Donna, who are you fighting? It's a separate war. I haven't seen any action down here, which worries me because I don't want Muscovy to attack Kazan and get this stuff. Okay, so the other benefit of drilling is that we have improved the fire score of our general. I like that. This guy's idle. See who's close to offering us alliance. Georgia potentially could give us an alliance, but he's splintered. Maybe Genoa? Let's work on that. Because we only need one province here. And then whatever we need to capture to core it. Okay, so the Mamluks have the war goal. They have a fort, and they have positive war score, above 10. So this could be really bad for the Ottomans. See what they've got left for an army. 40k, which is lower than Mamluks have, but Ottomans accepted the inevitable and murked up to spare their manpower. Well, to stretch out their manpower a little further, I should say. So when they suffer setbacks here, not all that bad. Okay, Muscovy, yeah, we'll improve relations with you by giving you some of our monarch points. Okay, so the Ottomans peaced out. I'm not sure what the terms of that was. It was likely just for money. Because they clearly didn't give up this core. Which is the primary thing you'd expect Albania to take. And that definitely hurts the Mamluks. The Ottomans now have only them to fight. And they have their Janissaries, and they have their starting ruler. These were 87% of the way present here. Let's keep an eye on our favors. 1 every 3 years. Yeah, that's not good. Let's also keep an eye on our time. 18 minutes. I'm just getting a black screen for the moment, which is not good. Jump back in. Okay. That's weird. I wonder why I did that. Okay, let me check one more thing. Yeah, it seems to be recording fine. Okay. And so we'll just wait for an opportunity over here, continue drilling, watch as our professionalism goes up. You can see now we're starting to get a little bit more bonuses. We've got land fire damage, shock damage, both going up very, very slowly. So you can tell it gives you 10% land fire damage and 10% shock damage when you have 100. And you get 20% siege ability. But we don't want to recruit any mercenaries, even though it clearly lists a bonus there to mercenaries, because mercenaries, recruiting them drags down your army professionalism. Okay, Mamluks are clearly being driven back. And there are a lot of Ottomans there. Mamluks should cut their losses and take a few provinces, while they still have the fort. So I'm curious, if we were to declare war, I would let some time pass. Lithuania would join, Muscovy would not. That's no surprise. Muscovy hasn't even put down those rebels yet. Okay, so let's try to see if we can get an ally of some sort. These guys already are our ally, but we're going to top off relations. I'm thinking Circassia is Orthodox. Still, no one cares about that. Still no options of converting this province. It's at exactly 0, so we'll start getting it if we can get our stability up higher, or our patriarch authority up higher. Yeah, I'm waiting for the opportunity here. If I can cut off Muscovy from this entire area, that would be nice. Then my next target, of course, would be Kazan. Forward to glory. We get morale of armies. Yeah, I mean, how could I not do that? Costs us a little bit of splendor, but I mean, who cares? I want this. Cheaper war taxes. And lower aggressive expansion, but 10% morale right up front is pretty nice. Okay, so next year we'll be done. This institution. Okay, so Mamluks took that province, which is a really bad one for them to pick. They also got this. This one, they can't get troops over there to put down rebels very easily, unless they're allied to Ryazan. So they really should try allying them. But it looks like they also forced Ottomans to return this province to Albania and that province to Byzantium. And Byzantium had a chance to integrate in their subject. And hopefully pick up some allies like Hungary or Poland or something. Nope. I still want Ottomans involved in Crimea. That's why I care about what's going on down there. Okay. Circassia's getting close to wanting to become our ally. Got lazy diplomats, so we'll have them target our allies. Now looks like Muscovy and Poland don't like each other. The 5 favors. Okay, 62 ducats. I'll take it. And we're going to turn off this edict right away. The other one's costing us money here, but hopefully we'll be able to start converting. Yeah, we can get one stability, 10 prestige for 15 ducats. Definitely. That should let us start converting. Yeah, just a little bit. Still no options for conversion. For an Inquisitor to help us with the conversions. And we could do, though, is give up some ducats. And now that we've got 60 or higher influence there, we do get this controlled by clergy bonus in this province. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Lithuania is attacking Crimea. Yeah, I mean, we have to. No. Good try, though. Okay, so let's move our troops back because they don't have any morale. To make sure we do not have military access through here. We do not. They don't like either of those two, so they shouldn't be moving through anyone's territory. Oh. Well. Why? How did they move through there? Did Poland get called in? Okay. So Lithuania called in Poland, who got access through the Great Horde. Works. And we could bring down autonomy in all of our provinces. Why don't we do that? Mostly because of that province. I'll let them snatch up these provinces. I want to get on the capital and make sure that they can't take it in the peace deal. Let's hope that our fort holds. It's a real fort, fortunately. Nice. And Orthodox Zealots. Okay, so Crimea's army got wrecked. And looks like Kazan's army is going to get wrecked. So probably encourage Muscovy to invade Kazan as long as they have a claim. They do have a claim. Ruler personality is administrator. But they probably do want a couple provinces up here. At least we know Lithuania will owe us a bunch of favors. I mean, they did before, but this is more favors, so we can buy some trust. At least this drove a wedge between Ottomans and Crimea, as Ottomans would not protect Crimea. Don't go it alone. They have backup. You don't. Let's get Patriarch Authority. That'll give us some more missionary strength. Oh, Lithuania. Let's try to use it to get some sort of alliance or marriage something. And no, they have too many relations. Just strange. Because I can only see 2. Was that too many relations? And we lost our general. It's definitely unfortunate. Okay, let's go ahead and get a new general. And this guy is going to be named RedBstrd. Not after a subscriber, obviously. But there is this achievement that I've seen. Name a general after yourself and lead your army to victory. So, yeah. Pull these 2 troops off. So we're moving it out of hostile territory. And then we're just moving them right back. We will give Lithuania that province. We're beginning the siege once again. Oh, I'm a 3-1-2-0. Of course I don't get any siege. Of course. And hopefully they'll retreat down here and we could try killing them. It's going to take a while. We'll continue working on allies. I'm hoping that they peace out Kazan first. Basically for a white peace. Just so that we have a short truce timer. And if I can get the opportunity to go through the Great Horde, then I can attack Kazan. Air attack right away because we got this nice neighbor bonus. We don't have any institution penalty. Mazovia is careful, it says. Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. Okay, we cracked the walls down here. Yeah, let's make our clergy like us more, as we're relying upon their loyalty to convert this province. And again, we've got 10% neighbor bonus, no attack penalties, so I'm just going to get that attack right now. That army does kind of scare me. We're just gonna hold out. Theodoro is attacking him now. Hagum for the Gothic invasion achievement. Genoa's attacking him now. And our spy got caught, so I'm gonna call that guy back. This guy did his job, so I'm going to call him back. And we're gonna try Outraged. See if anyone's still upset over that truce break. Oh, doesn't seem to be. So we're going to do threatening countries. We would probably do neighboring countries to get people in our area, but it's going to hit Muscovy's subjects. It would be a waste of our time. Okay, I'm leaving that in my hands. I'm not transferring it over to Lithuania because I want it. And now we're just going to try hunting down this army if we can. Yeah, Muscovy, how about you pour a little bit of that influence on us? Finally. Okay, new mission option. Sure. Conquer that province. We are not going to attack that. Even if we have higher troop numbers. Because our steppe nomads would be fighting them in their home terrain. When they have 6 cavalry. Okay, let's keep an eye on our time. 36 minutes, let's stop here. Thank you for watching.